Yeah, so I think there's been a lot of interest in the space for licensed custodians for, a few reasons. I think the first being the idea of outsourcing operations, right? Licensed custodians have already built teams, have already implemented technology that allows you to leverage their infrastructure as a basis of going to market quickly. I think the second thing is that, generally speaking, they're already regulated in a lot of the jurisdictions that are potential customers might be operating in, and that allows them some leverage in again getting to market quickly. I think what's critical to think about in terms of utilizing a licensed custodian is what type of operations and what type of products that you're actually taking to market, right? If you're an asset manager or a fund that's potentially doing a long-term hold strategy, and in essence, you don't see a lot of inflows and outflows or product custodian happening, then potentially a licensed custodian is of interest. The likes of BNY Mellon that are coming into the space, Kamainu, Zodio, there are others, right? But if you think about potentially going to market with either retail focused products, exchange based products, really capital markets intensive products that require those assets to move in and out and to service your customers in a unique way, then a self-custodial approach is one that becomes really interesting. And I think the critical differentiator with technology like Fireblocks is typically in the past, the idea of sub-custodial technology was one that was generally complex, right? There was a lot of complex build out, a lot of complex infrastructure. It was not easy for your operations teams to utilize and to then for your products teams to build products on top of. The idea of Fireblocks is to simplify a lot of those operations, right? To simplify the infrastructure that needs to be brought on premise, to simplify the API connectivity and have high API availability such that you can plug this into existing infrastructure, to simplify the operations around operating in digital assets such that, for your operations teams, it's similar to how they deal with other assets as for in terms of settlement and product development, right? And all these kind of simplifications, right, with robust, security architecture underneath them now makes a custodial technology, I think, a bit more interesting. And we're actually seeing, the shift of folks away from sub-custodians or licensed custodians towards more self-custodial technology as a mechanism of, these new evolutions in the space, right? And so it's really a decision point in terms of what type of products you're going to launch. But I think for any institution that's looking to create a wide portfolio of products and engage in the market more deeply, self-custodial solutions make a lot more sense.